So we're going to read all this here. All right. And then we're going to read in between the lines as we go along. And then we're going to read something else that gives you the real reason why, right, they are going to Steam. At least in my opinion. My opinion. Speculation only, okay? Take it for a grain of salt. That's just my opinion. I don't see streamers talk about it, though. It seems obvious sometimes, too, when we look at it as like, wow, they're really desperate when they're trying to gouge us in our pockets for this Battle Pass system, right? But we're going to see some other stuff. So this came out yesterday, July 19th. The title, Overwatch 2, coming to Steam on August 10th. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Are you excited, everybody? All of you 140 some odd Overwatch fans, are you excited that it's coming to Steam? Probably not. Why? Because you have the launcher for Blizzard. It makes it convenient, Methrid, okay? Right, maybe. But you would have to uninstall it and then reinstall it if you want to use Steam. Yeah, see that? Numero uno problem right there. So that tells you this is not for you. Okay, all right, let's just call it out. This isn't for any of you. All this right here, not for you, user who already has the Blizzard launcher. None of this is for you. This is for who? This is for new players. This is for players that were hesitant to play Overwatch 2. We're going to get into that, all right? But long story short, I'll just keep it right now. Keep it short, right? Short and sweet. Overwatch 2 lacks community engagement, lacks player engagement. There's not a lot of people playing various options in the game, apparently. We're going to see about this article that talks about that further. And as a result of that, that also goes in line with what? Well, then that means how many players do we really have active in Overwatch 2? Ooh, zoinks. Maybe there's a drop. People gave up on the game. People gave up on the company. They're like, screw this. All I'm doing is grinding to level up if I'm playing rank, or grinding the damn ugly battle pass to get skins. And I don't want to spend any more money. You like that exercise? So, zoinks. Screw this game. I'm playing BattleBit, or whatever game you choose. So they're losing players, all right? And I think that's the true reason. In summary, they're trying to get more players, and that means they're trying to get a whole other group of players that don't have Overwatch. The players that you find on Steam. Because what better way to find Overwatch than to see it at the top banner when you go to Steam's store website? Huh? A Blizzard game? This isn't the only one. They say there are going to be other Blizzard games that are going to go up on there. I wonder which ones. Zoinks. So I think that's the real reason. But let's hear what they're telling us. All right, let's skippity do that and read what they're saying. As Blizzard evolves as a studio inside and out, well, you got to put that in there. You got to. Whoa. Wait. Inside and out. Inside is referring to what? What is going on inside Blizzard Studios? I wonder. Maybe all the harassment lawsuits. That's what they're referring to, okay? As Blizzard evolves as a studio, inside and out, one of the ideas pushing us forward is meeting players around the world where they are and making our games as easy as possible to access and play. So there's already some, you know what I mean? We're reading between the lines. I already summed it up, but let's just read it, okay? Ideas to push the company forward, right? So good. Go with the trends. Go with the trends. But here's the problem. Meeting players around the world, okay, where they are. So in other words, what about your current players? You already met them. They're in your launcher, Blizzard. They're in your launcher. You forced us to download a launcher. You had to give up our privacy for the sake of no hackers, right? If they require you to have a phone number now, right? And then they say, making their games as easy as possible to access and play. But you already forced us to get you on your launcher. If I want to play any of your games, including Call of Duty, I just load up the Blizzard launcher. So this already is telling me that it's not for its current players, right? It's not for its current users. They are reaching out to new users, right? The key word right here, push us forward, meeting other players who haven't played Overwatch. Other players, that's what it should say. meeting other players, other new players from around the world, where they are on Steam. We want to give everyone else, let's substitute some words in there, shall we? Everyone else but you, a chance to experience our universes with old friends. What is that? Minecraft 1.0? While making new ones. Ooh, the new MMORPG. No matter how they choose to play. That's right. You guys don't know this, but they're coming out with a new MMORPG. They haven't announced the name of it yet, but this is pretty good timing. Pretty good timing if they plan to announce that title pretty soon. I would say that's a good marketing move. Finally, that's a good marketing move right there. Get on the Steam platform, announce the new MMORPG, have everybody on Steam download the MMORPG, get your profits because you lost money from Overwatch. Boom, called it. I called it. Here we go. Where are we at? Battle.net is the home of all our PC players, and over the years, we've evolved our platform to support updated technologies, capabilities, and our community's expectations. But as we've evolved, the industry has evolved too. Gaming is no longer just for specific communities, as it was when Battle.net launched 2 decades ago. Gaming is for everyone. And though we remain committed to continually invest. That's throwing me off. Fix that typo, please. Double, triple read your posts. Community manager. That's right, calling them out. I bet it's the community manager who posts this, but they don't double check. Invest in and support Battle.net. We want to break down the barriers to make it easier for players everywhere to find and enjoy our games. The barriers from which should have been torn down years ago. Or should I say, was it 2 decades? 2 decades ago. But it wasn't. God knows why. You know what? I know why. A lot of these companies, and I was in some of them, don't like to think outside of the box. They claim that they don't want to risk it. It's too much of a risk. Let's copy and paste what everyone else is doing. Because that's totally innovative. That's totally going to get fans on board, right? No, it's not. Now they learn the hard way. Which is why we're trying something new. We want more people. That's what we need. We're excited to announce that we are bringing a selection, not everything. We still want people to go to our launcher because that launcher is going to become a new storefront, right? A new storefront. Like what? Speak at. What's the platform that you use to download Fortnite? It's not Unity. Epic. Like Epic Games. Epic Games has a launcher that has a storefront. Ubisoft has a launcher that has a storefront. Steam has been the first one, I believe. I'm not too sure. That has a storefront, but it's the biggest storefront online, I think. GOG Games, Green Man Gaming, it's right up there. There's another one, EA Games, Origin. They called it Origin. Now they call it the EA app. The EA app. Why? I think Battle.net is also called the app. I think Blizzard has it. So they're like, oh, let's copy them. It's like saying Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, MGM Plus. Dude, get innovative with the titles, bro. Like, the Apple Plus, is that a thing too? God damn it, dude. No innovation in these companies, man. It's so pathetic. Just listen to our audience and our fans. No, you're not. Get out of here. We're going to copy what everyone else is doing. Get out of here. It's for familiarity's purpose, Methrid. If they don't know what the plus means or the other words that we say, they're not going to... Get out of here. Get out of here. We're excited to announce the selection of games will be... Yeah, we're not going to say. Not yet. You got to wait till we announce the MMORPG, okay? You're just going to have to wait. Alrighty. It will be available on the platform on August 10th. What is Overwatch? That's what they're going to start with. Why? Because they're going to see. They're going to see if they messed up everything so badly that even the new players are not going to give a damn about Overwatch 2. Because to be honest, if those people that they're trying to reach out to in Steam World didn't bother to purchase originally Overwatch 1 for starters, download the battle.net launcher to play Overwatch 2. A lot of people think, maybe I think that's what they're thinking. Like, oh, it's because it's an inconvenience. That's why. They don't want another launcher. That's why. No, it's not. They could just watch a video on YouTube and they see that there's a bigger problem in Overwatch. So why waste their time? Whatever. Here we go. Here we go. Reading between the lines. Here we go. It's our goal at Blizzard to listen to players and to try to exceed their expectations in everything we do. Are they? Are they? Let's take a look at Diablo 4. Are they exceeding your expectations, Diablo 4 players? Were they? Did they? No, they didn't. They failed. They failed miserably. It's a tumbling ball down the hill. Sinking ship it goes. All right. This was Mike Ybarra, the president of Blizzard. I don't know. While Battle.net remains a priority for us now and into the future, we've heard players want the choice of Steam for a selection of our games. Starting with Overwatch 2 on August 10th, we're happy to work with Valve to make that happen. You weren't happy before or something? Like, you weren't listening to your gamers before when you forced everybody to get your launcher? Like, you weren't listening then? Like, what the fudge? Why wait for 2.5 years, 3 years for this crap? Gamers and developers are both going to benefit from Overwatch 2 coming to Steam, said Gabe. Of course Gabe is going to say that. Of course Gabe is going to say that. Why? Because it's more money for Abe. Abe. Gamers will have another platform where they can play a beloved game that utilizes the capabilities of Steam, and developers will benefit from the effects of having a talented team at Blizzard helping us evolve our supported features and functionality for Overwatch 2. Blah, blah, blah. You're going to get those collector cards, and you're going to have a community tab to go in there. Now, here's the thing. I will take back all this negative stuff in a second. If Blizzard gets off their asses, excuse my language, I'm going hardcore mode here. If they get off their asses and they open up a workshop, allow mods that do not interfere with the meta whatsoever. It's all aesthetic. Are they going to do that for 2 reasons? No, they're not, for 2 reasons. I'll tell you why. 1, okay, there's a security issue with that. Somebody can install a hack and people will download it. Ooh. 2, they're not going to do it because why? You don't want to give the community of artists to create something much more profound than what they're selling in the game. That's right. See? That's why these companies are not going to do that. That's why a lot of these companies don't do that. They need money, right? The game is free. That's the biggest problem, to be honest. The game was free. They made a mistake. Even, you know what? It would have been a double whammy. It would have been a double whammy if they actually had this game at store price. Meaning you bought it at full price, $60, $70, $80 for collector's edition bullshit, or $100 if it comes with a figurine or a statue. They would have lost so many players. Because what was present when a game launched was nothing. What launched was Overwatch 1. That's it. So that's why they didn't charge people, because they knew they would have screwed up so badly if they forced you to pay $70 again. You already paid money for the first one. Well, we're not going to allow you to play the first one. Instead, play the same one with 1 tank less. Or was it 2 tanks less? 1 tank less of a hero. And yeah, that's about it. Changed a few textures here and there. But same maps, same modes, same heroes, same skills, same rule sets. Same golden weapon system. Same only thing that you use for your Overwatch competitive points. Golden weps. Yeah. Good luck. Yeah. So that's why they didn't have that a paid model, right? That's why the game was for free. They knew, like, well, shit, this game's not even ready. No PvE, no any of this stuff, because we got rid of the team that was there, or the team got rid of themselves. Who knows? Now we're gonna go to Steam and last ditch effort, try to get some more players. As a free-to-play, team-based game, we believe Overwatch 2 is the perfect title for Blizzard's debut on the platform. Overwatch 2 Invasion is launching with more new types of gameplay experiences than any point in the game's storied 7-year history. New play. Oh, there it is. There it is, dude. Dude, they actually admitted it. It's only like halfway through the whole damn post do they admit it. What I tell you, effing called it. I gotta make a channel point reward of No Country for Old Men guy, the bowl cut hair. And he says, "Call it, call it, call it," right? Because I called it. And here it is. It's a great opportunity for new players to enjoy their experience, their first experience of the Overwatch universe. All right, so in between the lines, what is this saying? Well, as I called it, all of this is not for you, okay? It's not catered for you. It's catered for new players because they need new players. And the other thing here that they slipped up on, admitting that Overwatch doesn't have new content. Because this thing was late. PvE, sorry. Very late, fashionably late, very fashionably late. It's barely launching in August. And they're trying to rub it in your face. It's got a lot of story-esque stuff. Come on, don't you care about the story of Torbjorn? Come on, don't you care the story of Bastion and Bob? Don't you care about Bob's story? No? Well, you should. Blizzard's telling you should. Because they're coming out with story mode. Overwatch 2 Invasion is story mode. And what better way to get started in your new experience than to download it on Steam? Please. Please, new players. We need new players. It's a great opportunity. Here we go. All right, you know, it's funny. Like, this is their first announcement. They fumbled. They could have announced also, what free shit are you going to get as a new player, or pretend to be a new player? Like, where's the starter package bundles? Like, that's what companies do. That's what games do. They're like, hey, starter package for new players. Here you go. They're gonna wait until the game like releases on Steam to do a bundle on the marketplace, right, or in the store. This is the perfect opportunity to showcase that shit, especially if it's new skins, new heroes, where it encourages people to buy it. You know what I mean? They want to make money. They want to get, like, this is it. Sell it, dude. 100%. Make it a sell for what it is. You need to make money. You need more people, right, in the game. Sell it. This isn't selling nothing. This is bullshit. Like, new players. This is a better what better opportunity to get into Overwatch than in August of 2023. Overwatch 2, same as Overwatch 1, but it's going to come with PvE finally, and it's not going to be the same PvE made by the people who made World of Warcraft, one of the greatest MMORPGs of all time. No, it's not going to be that one at all. But we got some cool weapon, what do you call those things? Weapon charms. It's going to say, it's going to, hey, it's going to have Gabe Newman's face on there. That's a horrible impression of Gabe Newman. That's it. That's it pretty much, folks. This last tail end here, the conclusion. Let's see this. Let's see this shenanigans. Let's see this. Overwatch 2's presence on Steam is in addition to Battle.net. So, the incredible community, incredible, dude, incredibly salty community, but they are in pain. I'm right there with them, okay? But when they say incredible, no, that's sarcasm. Get out of here. They don't feel that way about you. The community already accessing the game through Battle.net can play as they have with no changes required. Duh, this isn't for them. Players on Steam will still need to connect to Overwatch 2 to a, Battle.net account, which also it's required for all platforms. It enables cross-platform play and more. What is the and more? Well, you can chat. Players using Steam will have access to features on the platform while playing Overwatch 2, such as Steam achievements, okay? and their Steam friends list. Yeah. Okay. And the ability to invite them to play in game. Okay. I mean, that's, yeah. That's pretty standard. That's not really spectacular. We're excited. We're excited to see the response from the new. Get this crap out of here. Not the existing. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. All right. Read it between the lines. Don't even need to read between the lines. You need to skip a line. Erase this crap because let's just say what it is. We're excited to see the response from new players who come on board through Steam. That's who it's for. And we're looking forward to hearing their feedback, not yours. We don't care about you anymore. You're a mean player who didn't like part 2 because it was pretty much part 1. And you're not paying for anything. You're not paying jack squat on the battle pass. You don't like our battle pass system. So screw you. We're going to go on Steam and try to get some people that will pay us. As far as what's next for Blizzard on Steam, we'll be sharing more about potential. Oh, potential other games coming to the platform when the time is right. Potential, dude. First of all, somewhere up here says it's going to be the first of a series of selected games. But they say potential later on. Well, we're potentially going to release other games. Potentially. You know why? I'll tell you this why. They're going to first see how successful it is to have Overwatch there. Why do you think they said Overwatch and they didn't say World of Warcraft? The big money bags that's still going strong after how many decades? That's the reason. Overwatch is new. Steam has a big first-person shooter community and MMO community, to be honest, I think. But they want to call the shots with just this one title alone. It's still fairly new. It's a free-to-play. And they want to shoot their shot. See what happens. Before they open the floodgates to negative reviews on every other product that's going to get on Steam. Every freaking negative review is what they're going to try to avoid. It better to have it only on one game. That's why it says potential. And before it said they were going to do it. Right? It's a first of many. Now they're like, you know what? Well, potentially first of many, potentially. When the time is right, we will potentially announce the potential. The Overwatch 2 Steam page is live. We're going to take a look at it. And available on the wish list. We invite the new Overwatch community to give their look at that. Look at the keyword, dude. I called this shit. I called it. We invite the community to give their new teammates playing from Steam a warm welcome. Yeah, it's going to be so warm. It's going to be a hot mess. To stay up to date with everything, follow us on Twitter. Nah, you should. I want to give shout outs where shout outs are due. If you go to their Twitter account, there's this account from Korea, I think, has a picture of Jeff Kaplan on their page. That's the one. I don't know the name of it. I think it's Anura or something. They get access to a lot of this content before it gets released. I don't know if it's because they release early in Korea because of the time zone, but they post all the trailers for all the character heroes, all the new developer videos. They post it on that account before it gets live on Twitter's, on the official Twitter account for Overwatch. So yeah, check out their Twitter account. You'll find it in the comments. All right, this is IGN, came out with this article yesterday. Overwatch 2 engagement and player investment is declining. That's not a surprise. Activision Blizzard admits. Oh, they finally admit to something. But the publisher hopes the next major update will fix that. Really? Is that's what we just read? That is just what we read, right? Right over here, somewhere along the lines. They're like, hey, it's important that you play the game because in the 7-year history, this new game mode called Invasion is going to have new types of gameplay, but more importantly, it's going to have game experiences than any point of the game's storied history, not gameplay history, story mode history. Why, Methrid? Can you school me what happened in Overwatch 1? Overwatch 1 had some story missions, I guess you can call it that. Yes, that's it. There were really like mini events. There were like raid modes. No, not raid mode. What is it called? Horde mode, right? Wave of enemies come at you. last group of players that stay standing get this really cool skin. So you grind that over and over. It's so repetitive, so annoying. Every season had it, but it was a way to get the skins instead of paying for them. So you got to give credit where credit's due. But it was so annoying, Horde mode. Like, they copied it from Gears of War. It was popular for a while, but then seeing it at Overwatch was like, this is not the game for that. Overwatch is not meant to be just stand still and protect yourselves from a wave of enemies. Sorry. And then, like, as the waves got progressed, just like any other Horde mode, you know, you got the boss battle that comes out. You know, the boss comes out. It's just Junkrat. Or it's Symmetra. It looks the same. You know, Junkrat had a unique outfit, unique costume that you get to unlock once you beat it or something, right? So that was cool, right? But it was still boring. That's as much as the story as it was. Every other stuff story related was through the comic book, the online comic book that they released, which I think they copied. Who does that in game? Oh my goodness, Apex Legends. They do it fantastically well. I think after you rank up or level up or get enough experience, they released digital pages. You don't have to go outside of the game to read. It's in the game. You click on the menu, story, bam. Really cool interactive comic book with your favorite characters in Apex Legends, giving them some background. Overwatch, did they do that? I feel like they did. I feel like they did. They skipped it. Skipped that. Why? Because the story was so cheeky that I didn't really care anymore about the character. I originally did, right? When I'm playing the game, I'm like, man, I'm curious to learn more about Junkrat. And then Junker Queen came out, and I'm like, but that's not Junkrat. But then when the story about Junkrat and Roadhog came out a little bit, like they're the dynamic duel, the thieves of all thieves in the wasteland. That was kind of cool. I didn't see too much. So then they invested all of their growing up, coming of age story with Tracer and a few other characters. And they're trying to push for their sexuality being an important, integral part of the character's story in Overwatch. In the 7-year history, that's what they pick as important. I'm a screenwriter, okay? When I write, you know, I make sure that it fits with what the hell this is for. Is it for a movie, for a video game? You don't get political in the media and just put this random stuff that we were never introduced to, first of all, but throw it in your face and it doesn't make you give a damn too much. Maybe as a cosplayer, you do, maybe, but as a gamer, you don't, to be honest. Like, they sidetracked hardcore. I think, with a lot of the story elements that they did release for this game. Apex Legends, like, they talk about sexuality, right? And some trouble, right? Mental health, and I guess sometimes in some of these stories, they don't really go overboard, I think, right? It's just a dash of like, you don't give a shit, that's fine. It's just there, that's it. Not, let's go spend a whole half an episode about that when the game has nothing to do with that part of somebody's life. Granted, like most typical movies, if you're playing a story mode, a true campaign, a true story campaign where you have to save your loved one, and then you want to put the whole thing about being gay in that scene, sure, that makes sense because you're going out to save your loved one. Hello, fucking makes sense. Excuse my language, but I get pissed off when I see story and it's like stupid story. It's, I got amnesia story, and I don't know where I am, who I am, but my story begins right now in Overwatch 2. I hate it. I don't like how they're doing story of anything these days. All right. Anyways, enough of that. Let's see. Let's continue on here for a little bit. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. So we're going back to this article over here. Okay. Overwatch 2. Let's see. Can you guys read that? I hope so. I think so. Well, let me zoom in one more time. Let me zoom in. Apologize for the random ads. This is another company that's desperately trying to stay alive. So, guys, we need to stay alive. Here's some boring ads. Nobody cares. Actually, it seems to me it's their Instagram account. IGN.com. Really? Is that what that is what you named your account? Dude, I don't know about that. Look at this for a second. That's their Instagram account. Why would you name yourself IGN.com? I get it. IGN's been around for a long time, right? Oh man, so embarrassed for people my age, like the generation from the past. We were really the .com generation, right? Literally. There you go. We just freaking made it into our Instagram account. I digress. All right. Overwatch 2's Instagram, oh my goodness. I got caught up with the shenanigans. Overwatch 2's, let me skip the song. Engagement and player investment is declining. The game's publisher, Activision Blizzard, admits. In its quarter 2 2023 earnings report, Activision Blizzard revealed its free-to-play shooter has declined sequentially this quarter. However, it thinks the game's next major update, this PvE mode, was it Invasion? There it is, which releases next month, should help circumvent the issue. It won't. Why? Because you got to pay to keep that. They're charging you $15 to access that after the event ends, I believe. I'm pretty sure they're going to allow everybody to play it. They have to, I swear. If they don't, yeah, ain't going to change jack. If they don't allow everybody to play that from beginning to end, they're screwed. They are screwed. Knowing them, they will. But then when the event ends, right, in 2 months after or so, that's when they charge you so you can go and play that. Like, I don't know if they changed that, but if they really listened to their community, they would have changed that, right? Charge you to play one of our important modes. Get out of here, dude. While engagement and player investment in Overwatch 2 declined sequentially in the quarter, the Overwatch team is looking forward to the August 10th release of Overwatch 2 Invasion, the publisher wrote in this earnings report. This will be the largest seasonal update yet, planned to include new PvE story missions, a new game mode, and a new hero progression system as well as an additional hero. Hold on a second. I thought they scrapped this hero progression system. That's interesting. I got to give credit to that. We'll see how exactly that works out. We'll see. We were back. All right. Okay, so skippity-doo-dah over here. Overwatch 2 Invasion will introduce the new batch of story missions and is part of the sixth, that's a hard word, sixth season of the team-based shooter. Last month, Overwatch confirmed the next batch of PvE missions will be locked. You love these words, everybody. Locked behind a paywall, costing $15. Additionally, Blizzard confirmed earlier this month that it is likely Overwatch 2 will not get new missions for at least the next 2 seasons after the release of Invasion. Why? I'll tell you why. I already can see it here, man. For 2 months, they need to see how much money they are getting, right? The return on investment. $15 in 2 months. Let's find out. Let's find out. The moment of truth. That's what they're saying. If they're not going to get a certain goal, a certain amount in 2 months, they're not going to update any more story missions. Calling it. I'm calling it. Calling it. The tank is empty. All right. Tank is getting empty. The ship has sailed and is now failing and is now going down under. All right. So Overwatch 2 launched in October of 2022 as a free download and got off to a strong... No, it didn't. It did not get off to a strong start. It did not. Oh my goodness. Take a look at my first video. It was the review of Overwatch. It was off to a bad start, as I said in that video. Off to a bad start there, Blizzard. That's exactly how I said it. Everything was horribly wrong. Servers crashed. Everyone tried to play. They couldn't play. The bundle that was in the store was like dumb. They're calling like skins from part 1 epics or some shit. And it's like, why? That's old skins. All right. So Overwatch 2 breathes a new life. Oh, hold on. Let me read this thing about IGN. You can't live well enough alone, IGN. IGN's got to plug themselves somehow. All right, so they say it got off to a strong start with over 35 million people playing in the first month. Well, duh. They're trying to check it out to see what new shit doesn't exist. In our review of Overwatch 2, which we gave it an 8, we now kind of regret that. My colleague Simon Cardy wrote that Overwatch 2 breathes new life. No, it doesn't. Get the hell out of here, man. They just want to be in Blizzard's good terms so they can continue being the first media outlet to get the latest news. So they have to be biased. They have to be biased in this way and say, oh, it's a high 8. It's a high 8. Oh, it's not. If they specifically played part 1, they would not have given it an 8. Just get out of here. Okay, so they claim that it breathes new life into what was once the sharpest multiplayer shooter around. What happened? What happened? Why isn't Overwatch 2 the sharpest multiplayer shooter around? They just fumbled right there in their words. They said Overwatch 2 is not. Okay, we gave it an 8. It's a high 8. But Overwatch 2 is not the sharpest multiplayer shooter in the world. No, that was, as they say, once upon a time, which was Overwatch 1. Before it had its edges severely dulled by Blizzard's attention shifting away, quote unquote. Get out of here. Oh boy. But Overwatch 2 has endured a number of controversies since, none more potent than the cancellation of its long-awaited PvE hero mode, the one feature that justified the sequel's existence. End scene. That's a wrap. I'm going to edit that later on. That on my TikTok and YouTube. All right, everybody. Well, that sucks. That's horrible bad news if you ask me. I don't know about y'all, but to me, that is bad news. And I'm glad that I've been able to spend some time here today to go over the in-between lines. The real reason why it's going to Steam. The real reason why they throw all this jargon words at you to force you to believe that it is the greatest time for new players to give a damn about Overwatch at all. Overwatch is dying. Can they come back? No. They have to make something new. And they're going to make something new. They already announced it, kind of. They're working on a new MMORPG. It's the ship that's sailed. Now, here's one thing that can happen, and in the world of possibilities, is that we get the majority of the team that left back onto the new project, which will be hopefully another first-person shooter, throw Overwatch away, come back with a new one, get rid of the stupid battle pass system, bring back loot boxes. I said it. Like, I don't care if other countries that don't support it, whatever. Well, put the battle pass for the other countries that can't support that can't support the loot boxes, right? Oh, because of gambling, right? Well, what do you think about this other predatory monetization model of the battle pass system? It's worse, dude. No. Gambling. No, gambling, nothing. You at least get some shit for your gambling, right? What do you get from the battle pass? Nothing. All right, well, by legal definition, it's still gambling. All right, whatever. They got to figure something else out for those countries. Like, they can't just bend over backwards because one country, an entire country of potential customers cannot play the game because of a stupid monetization system called the loot box. But it's the loot box what got people in the game and staying in the game. Somebody got a little greedy. Somebody high up there in Moneybag world above Blizzard. We're talking to executives, right? We're talking about the investors. That's right, everybody. Do some research. What are investors do? What do they do in corporations, companies like Blizzard? They invest. They're not gamers. They don't know anything about gaming, to be honest. I mean, they know enough to obviously invest in a company and know that it's going to be successful because of all this AAA type. But are they reading a bit? Do they go to Reddit? If I had all that money in the world, would I read on Reddit and say, all right, this is going to be, you know what? To be honest, I probably would. I'd be like, yo, their customers don't like this company at all. I don't care how much profits you claim to be making. It's going downhill. Oh, no. Keep your money with us because we're going to Steam. I would be like, yo, why didn't you go to Steam 2 years ago? Get with the program. You're late. That's not innovation company. All right, fire your innovators. Hire some new innovators, for goodness sake. Bring back the old ones. Why did you get rid of them? Well, because they weren't on board with the money. Get out of here. That's the way the world works, everybody. We're seeing it unfold before our eyes. It is sad. A sick, sad world we live in. Money does not make the world go round anymore. It makes it go flat and it stops. And then we're just left to be like, what do you want us to do with this?